I'd like to say just a few words, not about your work, which Mary will introduce, but the fact that this is a dissertation that has probably one of the longest in making, and I wondered if this was because it was on Dionysius. Jean-Pierre Vernant, who was one of the specialists on Dionysius, said something that I found very true about the work. He said, one cannot know an archetype until you look at the world from the perspective of this archetype. In other words, what he meant was that in order to know Zeus, who is the archetype of authority personified, one would have to already be in an authority position. And then you see power games everywhere. You see only that, and you see mostly that, because that's your perspective on the world is through your position of authority. So you see all these new power games. So that means you have to be in the archetype to be able to see from that archetype. If you're in love, you see the beauty and sensuality of the world, because you look at the world through the eyes of Eros or Aphrodite, and etc., for each archetype. I do think, Jose, that given your work and the fact that you've worked so much with youth, young people in difficulty, made the writing of this dissertation extremely difficult, because you were looking at the world from the Dionysian perspective, working very hard to help them and to set up this organization that you did with the young people in Santa Barbara. But one of the consequences was that it was very difficult to do the writing, to take, the distance is not part of the Dionysian perspective. So I just want to congratulate you, because although this influence was there all along and made our work, sometimes I know Mary worked more on this dissertation, and so did you. We all worked very hard, and I think it's something of to be, you should be congratulated for having continued effort and went through it. Dr. Riley?
Yes?
This is Ginette Paris. I'm calling you from the room where we are a full audience for Jose Santana's oral defense.
I'm happy to be with you this afternoon.
Can you hear me well?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear?
We can.
Yes, okay, that's very good.
Okay. And congratulations, Jose, for getting to this point.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Riley.